Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. The most dangerous man in America is not a terrorist, or a gangster, or a criminal, or even a politician. His name is Harold Simmons, and he's a businessman. And he's going to do more damage to this country than all of our enemies combined. He has built a nuclear waste dump over the Ogallala Aquifer. This is a shallow body of water, 174,000 square miles in area. It encompasses 8 states: South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Texas. It supplies 30% of the water for irrigation and 82% of the drinking water in those states. Harold Simmons tried to build his waste dump in other states, but they wouldn't let him. So he found himself a governor whose lack of intelligence is only exceeded by his lack of integrity. Good old Rick Perry of Texas. He became one of Perry's major donors and got his people appointed to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. And they performed a miracle of biblical proportions. They moved the Ogallala Aquifer. Well, not really. Now, the water is still there. It's been there for millions of years. They simply redrew its borders so that the aquifer no longer officially exists under Harold Simmons' waste dump. But nature doesn't pay much attention to official pronouncements. And you can redraw lines on a map all you want. The water is where it is. And this rich, elite businessman is going to destroy that water supply. See, any man who would so casually build a nuclear waste dump over a water supply is certainly not going to take the steps necessary to protect it. When the time comes to decide between the people who depend on that water and his profit, what do you think he'll choose? So one day, Harold Simmons' nuclear waste dump will leak into the water supply, and it will not just stay in Texas. Oh no, the radiation will eventually contaminate the entire aquifer. Now, as you might have guessed, Harold Simmons is a conservative. Conservatives have this thing about the environment. They don't like it. I suspect they believe that if they can make drinkable water really rare, they can make a lot of money selling it. So that's why Harold Simmons is the most dangerous man in America. And I say, fuck the terrorists. We need to send SEAL Team 6 to his house. And while we're at it, maybe we should send a couple of Hellfire missiles into the Texas governor's mansion. Thanks for listening.